So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Me, myself, Muhammad Iqbal bin Muhammad Arif, and my two friends, Nabil and Khairi, will do a video regarding the linear regression project for our subject Introduction to Statistics MTK3053. So, our study is about the share and the views of viral TikTok video. So as we know, TikTok is one of the most famous used media social platform, and on TikTok we can like a video, comment on it, or share the video. And the unique thing about TikTok is we can see the amount of likes, the amount of comment, and the amount of views, and even the amount of shares for a certain video. So this make us wonder if there is a correlation between the shares and the views of the TikTok videos. This might be helpful to see whether the amount of share from a certain video can correlate or affects the views of the TikTok video. Because as we know, the TikTok video can accumulate the views naturally from For You page. So hence, our study is to see if the amount of share of viral TikTok video affects the view of the viral TikTok video. In this study also, we use viral TikTok video because the amount of share and the amount of views is more significant than others, making our result much significant, and we can see the result better.
Next is about defining the population and variable. The population in this case refers to the target audience or users of the specific social media, which is Khairul Amin. We use 30 videos in Khairul Amin TikToks to make the data. And for the response variable, we take the views of the views of the videos, also the amount of share in the videos. And for the research question, is there correlation from views and share? And for the hypothesis, the higher share amount, then the higher the views will get. Or positive correlation hypothesize between the share amounts and view amounts. Next, for the data collection process, we use the application TikTok, and then we select the content, which is 30 hari 30 recipe, to include the views and shares. And for the data source, we take from the content creator, which is Khairul Amin, and that's all. And we record it in Excel for the data, amount of shares and amount of views.
Then we move to study design, number 4. Firstly, we collect the data and sort the data by shared in 1,000 and views in million. Then select all the data and build scatter plot graph using the insert tab provided. Then go to chart design tab and go to add chart element, then go to trend line option and pick linear. Again, open add chart element, go to trend line, open more trend line option, click on display equation on chart and display R square value on chart. Then with the toolpath extension installed prior, open data tab and click data analysis tool, then choose the regression option and then click OK. In the input Y range text field, click and choose data of the view. Then for input X range text field, click and choose data of the shape. Multiple R is R value. The value is 0.01423. The value is near to 1, meaning that it has a strong positive linear relationship. Then the intercept is 2.0028, also known as B null or Y intercept. X variable one is 0.0618, also known as B1 or slope. So the equation for the graph is 0.0618x plus 2.0028.
So our hypothesis is supported by our statistical analytic. So we can say there is positive correlation and relation between the amount of shares and the amount of views that certain viral TikTok videos get. So let's say our null hypothesis or H null is that rho equals to 0, and our H1 or alternative hypothesis is H1, rho doesn't equals to 0. So from the data that we gather, the t value is 2.501 and the critical values is plus minus 2.048. So from here we can see that the t value does fall in the critical region, making we reject the H null hypothesis, because there is enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis, and there is enough evidence to say that there is a correlation between the amount of shares than the amount of views of a certain viral TikTok videos.